everybody. Welcome in for another episode of Beyond the Orange. Coming up tonight on the show, we have Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar. Joey, what's this been like? This whirlwind start to the season, this last few months. Can you put words into it?
Honestly, I really think I'm still adjusting. Just because I got here in a short amount of time, and it was just like straight go. I don't think I really had a chance to sit back and really take in everything that's happened and everything that's like going on. But I can't say like I'm super grateful, super thankful to be in this opportunity and to go out there and represent Tennessee.
When you're sitting out at UCLA and you start to see all the stuff on social media that they're going to take a hard look at Nico and they might be bringing in Nico, what's going through your mind at that point as just a human being who just got there just a couple months prior?
Just nothing, honestly. I mean, that's college football is college football. They got to recruit, and that's just what it is. So I didn't really take anything about it. I just stayed down and worked. And then when he came, just had a conversation with the coaches and just decided to enter the transfer portal, take a chance. And luckily, Tennessee was open. They wanted me to come, and when you got a chance to go play for Tennessee, you can't pass that up. So I took that risk and was grateful that they wanted me, and now I'm here.
And when Coach Heupel called you and you heard from him and Coach Halsley and the Tennessee staff, kind of take me through those first moments, like when you're trying to figure out, I mean, obviously, it's easy to say, well, yeah, I mean, it's Tennessee, but you still got to jive. You still got to want to play in the offense, all those type of things, and understand you're coming in May, with a short, shelf life.
Yeah, for sure. They called me and just told me, they asked me straight up, like, if I want to play there and if I want to get developed as a quarterback. They told me they watched every game of my past 2 seasons at App State, and I told them, yeah, like, I'm not going nowhere just to be at the same level that I was. I'm going into a place trying to get better as a player, learn a lot more, get technical in like my form of throwing, technical in like how I break down film and defenses and installs, stuff like that. So, they asked me that question, and I told them, like, Coach, like, I'm willing to go and get better. I would say I'm pretty good, I guess. But there's always room for improvement. And, I trusted that their quarterbacks over the past few years and in history, like, they had really good development quarterbacks. And, Coach Hype and Joey, their background of quarterbacks always been successful. And I just trusted them, and, they allowed me to come in here and be a part of it.
Right after you talked to them, I called you, and I was on the way back to the airport and taking from my wife for her 40th birthday, and she's like, "Do you think he's going to come?" Like, and she's asking me questions about it, and I said, "I think so, right?" But you get here, you don't do any interviews. You just kind of put your head down and went to work. Like, you didn't want to like make it about you. You just wanted to get to know your teammates, wanted them to get to know you. Where did that mindset come from? Is that as simple as you being 24 years old?
Maturity, I would say, has a part of it, but I would just go back to JUCO and to App State. Coming here, like you said, didn't really do any interviews and things like that because I wasn't the guy, and I didn't want to come in here and try to make it seem like I was the guy. I still had to earn it and go earn the team and the community, not just coming out here trying to put that on my shoulders of just being like, oh, he's coming in here trying to be the guy. Like, I had to earn the trust of my team, earn the trust of the coaches. So, when I got here, kind of just blocked that out, all that little outside noise, and just had to dial into the playbook. And, spent all my days until like summer ball started coming around, just in that facility from morning to night.
How hard is it walking into a room where you've got a couple of quarterbacks that have been here, all of a sudden here you are coming in, and like you're competing with one another? Mm-hmm. There's a natural competitive nature, and there's only one quarterback that can play. So what was that like walking into a room with Jake and George, and what's that been like?
It's been awesome, honestly. Since the day I got here, they both helped me out a lot. Like I said, a couple of interviews, Like, we went into the quarterback competition, like, really pushing each other and trying to be perfect within each other and as a whole. Because, like you said, there's only one guy that could be out there, but anything can happen. It happened to me at App State. Went in as a backup first game, and starter got hurt. I got thrown in the fire. So just being ready all as a collective and as a group, that we can't have a downfall in whoever's out there. And that really helped us in the summer and fall camp, that we just like would go and just push each other to be perfect and help each other out in any way we can.
You had a really solid start to fall camp, and then scrimmage 2 happens. Mm-hmm. And I remember sitting outside the complex, and I'm not going to name names, but there was 3 or 4 linemen, a couple of receivers that walked out and they're on the phone with people. They're like, Joey's the guy. He had a great day today. Like, when did you start to feel like this was your job? When did you start to feel like I've done enough to win this thing?
It's tough to say. Quarterbacks, they wanted it just as bad as I did. So, Jake had great days. George had great days. I had great days. So it was kind of like, it was hard, but just the confidence in yourself. I know they had confidence in themselves, and I had confidence in myself, and honestly didn't really know until Coach Hype brought us in the meeting. How
much fun are you having, through the first, handful of games, just through fall camp? Because, we talked about short shelf life. Your time as a Vol is going to be May to, maybe January if you get to play long enough. So, like, what's the emotions like?
I'm enjoying every moment. Since the day I got here to right now, like, not too many people can go out there and play the sport. And for me to be able to go out there and represent Tennessee and, play the game that I love, I'm super blessed, super grateful. So, I'm just taking it all in, enjoying every moment of it.
What's it been like to run through the T? The Vol Walk, so many other Tennessee traditions. We'll talk about it next on Beyond the Orange.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and, of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
What's the #1 home improvement project you could do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. You owe it to yourself and your family to find out why 18,000 Tennessee homeowners have made the switch to Aqua Clear water systems. For your free water test and estimate, scan the QR code on the screen. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Beyond the Orange is brought to you by the great people at Knoxville Smiles, Dr. Walco, Dr. Acosta, and Dr. Malone. They do fantastic dentistry. Give them a look up at knoxvillesmiles.com for any dentistry needs. What makes you smile?
Jesus, my family, and yeah.
Those two things. And so I know you've gotten involved in church here. Your family's here a lot. I know your mom and dad didn't miss anything, along the way, whether it's at App State or wherever. You've had your brother come, your little big cousin. I'm still not sure what that means, but what's that been like to kind of have them in and let them kind of see all of this transpire?
Awesome. They're experiencing it just like I am, and for them to be able travel back and forth from California every weekend is a blessing. And just for them to be able to come out here and enjoy it like I am, it's awesome to know like all the sacrifices that they've been through. We've kind of been through it together. And for me to go out there on Saturday to play, and for them to go out there on Saturday to stand in the stands and watch it is awesome.
These traditions, you've now got to partake in some of them. What's that been like? What's your favorite?
Definitely would say running out the tee and the ball walk. Running out the tee, like when you're in the little locker room in the hallway and we're getting ready to go out there, you hear Rocky Top playing. The doors open up, you see the tee start splitting, and when you get closer to the field, you see the whole stands just screaming. That was awesome, especially my first time. This weekend, it was louder for sure. And the ball walk, man, there's so many people out there, and just to see all the little kids wanting autographs and high fives, and just the support that the team has is awesome.
Do you look around? I mean, is this one of those things where, like, is it laser focus, headphones on, or do you soak it in? Like, do you have headphones on the ball walk? Where do you stand on all that?
Yeah, I have headphones in, but I kind of have it on one ear, half off the other ear, just so I can hear everybody. And definitely look around when I see, kids super excited, parents super excited. It's awesome. But I definitely got some music playing, but I got one ear open to see if I need to yell my name on it, signature or something like that. But
have you had a point where you look down and you're like got chill bumps on the arm?
Definitely, especially yesterday. Ball walk was deep, and running through the tee both Saturdays definitely got some goosebumps.
Getting to play in the checker kneeling game. I know the game didn't end the way you wanted to, but I mean, obviously you played fantastic. To look around to see the fans the way they are and the way they've embraced you. Mm. Have you had those moments around town when you're like going to do things where like people just all of a sudden are boom, there they are? Because I mean, now you're more of a rock star around here, right? Mm-hmm. A few weeks ago before the season started, people probably knew who you were, but maybe didn't, that aren't just diehard fans. Mm-hmm. Now I think no matter who you are, diehard, casual, whatever, they kind of know who you are.
Yeah, definitely. Checker kneeling, that's one of the greatest environments there is, and throughout the years, seeing those games on TVs and just imagining playing in it. And then I went out there and was actually able to play in it, man. Kneeling was turned. It was crazy out there. And like you said, going out in public, I don't really go out much unless I got to go grab something to eat or things like that. But yeah, definitely people come up to me, ask for photos, and ask me to sign some stuff.
Speaking of going to eat, every Thursday night you take the offense out to eat.
Yes, sir.
Well, take me through those interactions, like getting, that built-in camaraderie, going to eat, going different places to eat. Yep. What have you found? What do you enjoy? All those type things.
Just hanging out, just getting away from football a little bit and just hanging out as brothers. It was a tradition at App State that I wanted to carry over. And, it's been successful. The guys loved it. Go out there and eat some food and just hang out, talk. Get away from football a little bit and just reset.
Is this something, I know you work with the local businesses, but I mean, do you run this show? I mean, I know maybe you don't pick the place to eat every time, but like, are you the one like coordinating, setting it up? Is this a Joey Aguilar presentation?
Yeah, I'll schedule the reservation and then just tell the guys like, we're going here 5 o'clock Thursday, and then everybody will show up.
What do they think about it?
I'm not sure what they think. I mean, they obviously love it. Go out there, eat some food.
Do you get recommendations? Or like, let's do Mexican this week?
Yeah, I'll ask them like, what you guys feel like eating, and then just try to get around what everybody wants. But if I don't do it this week, just do it next week or something like that. But we got 12 weeks to do it. So,
have you found a Knoxville establishment you like a local place? Now, I don't mean like going to Applebee's. Nothing against Applebee's. I'm just saying no national chains. Like, is there a Knoxville spot that's a Knoxville spot that you're like, man, I love that place?
Celestina's Mexican restaurant is pretty good. That place, we've been there a couple of times. I went there with my family a couple of times. That place is legit. But the Kennedy, really good as well. But I'm still going out, trying to figure out everything, trying to eat as much as I can, see what I like. But those two for sure have been the top places here.
What do you like most about Knoxville?
I would say the community. Everybody is, when I got here, been super welcoming, from players, coaches, and just people in the community with the fans. But I like how super mellow it is and how crazy it can get, especially game days.
Do you ever look around, when you're at the hotel, just kind of looking down the street, trying to see how much orange is out and about?
Yeah, for sure. Especially game days. But there's a lot of orange just throughout the week. Just driving through town, getting home. You just see a lot of people in orange and just repping the Power T. It's awesome.
Is it just straight from apartment to the complex every day, or do you ever kind of just take a scenic drive around campus to see what's going on?
Nah, yeah, I just to the apartment to facility every day.
Strict routine.
Yes, sir.
Strict routine. Well, he's got a routine off of the football field as well. This guy likes to hit the little white ball around. We'll talk about his love of golf next on Beyond the Orange.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Mandy asks, what stands out to you about Tennessee when you compare it to the other places you lived? Great question, Mandy. Right off the bat, I can tell you those other places don't have a food city. In-house butchers, local produce, it's enough to make you evolve for life. This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
And action on you guys.
Attention drives connection. Tell your story well. GoPopFizz.com/vol.
Knoxville Smiles depend on us to make your smile better. Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
The Volunteer Club is your all-access pass to the heartbeat of Tennessee athletics. Ride the orange wave to private events, limited edition merchandise, gifts, and more featuring your favorite UT athletes. Fuel the tradition, celebrate the wins, and stand shoulder to shoulder with the Volunteer family. The Volunteer Club is the home of the most passionate volume fans. Join us today.
Do y'all remember how much fun we had finishing on the field inside Neyland Stadium for the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon? I've got some friends with some really good news for you.
Join us inside Neyland Stadium on October the 18th for the Finish on the Field 5K, presented by the Garza Law Firm.
What a great way to start the third Saturday in October.
It's the Finish on the Field 5K, presented by the Garza Law Firm. Visit finishonthefield5k.com for more details.
This is a race where everybody wins.
Everybody ready?
Attention drives connection. Tell your story well. GoPopFizz.com/vol.
One of the proud presenting sponsors of Beyond the Orange is Garza Law. Their motto, let us help. Since you got to Tennessee, who's helped you out the most?
Man, there's been a lot of people, but I would definitely say his name's Josh. Owns a card shop in the mall, and he's helped me out a lot when I got here.
In terms of what?
Just getting around. If I need anything, call him up, ask him some questions just about the town. We'll hang out, just go grab some food, golf a lot with him when I got here too.
So within 2 weeks of you getting here, I get a call and it's like, Joey Aguilar's at the honors course down in Chattanooga, which is, again, a top 30 course nationally. I was like, dang, he works fast. Where did the love of golf come from?
Just App State wasn't really much to do outside of golf and just floating down a river. So my roommate was a big golfer, got me into golfing, and a lot of pretty courses over there.
Like Grandfather Mountain?
Grandfather Mountain. There's a lot. But just to go out there and, man, when I first started golf, it was fun, but then I hated it at the same time. You couldn't really hit the ball, but I was out there enjoying it. And just to go out there, just really connection that you made in golf. You know, I met a lot of people golfing, just meet people and just be like, hey, do you do golf? Oh, let's go play around the golf. It's like a little getaway of kind of life in general, and you just go out there and just enjoy the air and just go hit that ball around.
Nothing better than networking while you play golf.
For sure.
Or vice versa.
For sure.
Networking to play golf. What about it what lessons can you take from the golf course and apply it to football?
Definitely just live to the next shot. And that kind of goes into football, live to the next play. Because you can hit a bad shot, but you still got, if it's like a par 4, you hit good driver, second shot, bad shot, you can still get on the green in 3 and putt for 4. So just focusing on like canceling out of like distractions and just focusing on little details just moves into football of like the stands is like a distraction. You know, the crowd noise is a distraction, but you got to focus in on the detail of the play of my progression of where I'm hot from, where the blitzes come from, where the O-line is sliding. Just little details like that can or helped me a lot transferring from football to golf. And golf as well is just like resetting your mind and just calming your mind and calming your body.
Incompletions are like bogeys.
Mm-hmm.
Interceptions are like double bogeys. Just want to avoid the double bogeys.
Yes,
bogeys don't hurt you. You're so even keel. Like you never seem like, I mean, you get a little fired up. You're fired up at the Georgia game, so on and so forth. But like, it doesn't seem like, you know, basically going off what you're talking about now, it doesn't seem like the bad stuff really rattles you that much, that you're able to turn the page.
Yep.
Have you always been that way, or is that something you've developed?
I definitely developed that in JUCO. You know, just going out there and having a team and coaches that supports you and just helps you in those situations. But definitely developed that in JUCO. Got really good at it at App State, especially 2024. I had not so good of a season. But I mean, like Coach Hype says, the next play is the best play. So I just learned to live the next down and just flush it. You know, if I stick on it and just have that in the back of my mind, you know, kind of will get you gun shy, not want to throw the ball because you're worried about getting an interception. And this offense, you got to let the ball go and let your receivers go make plays. So.
How did you get such good rapport with the wide receivers? Again, we just got here in May, and it feels like you and Mike and Braylon and Chris have been throwing pitch and catch for a lot longer than a couple of months.
Yeah. Just connecting outside of football. You know, I mean, you could have a connection with somebody in football and not really know them outside. So I try to build that connection, you know, took all the receivers out to eat as well when I got here. And just staying after, just playing catch a little bit, talking through like plays, like where would they want the ball in certain situations, over top, high ball, jump ball, back shoulder, and just talking through ball like that. And just at practice, you know, testing out different passes, and just staying after, you know, just running a couple routes and just building connection and timing with all the guys.
What's the best resource you've, you know, accumulated since you got to town?
Resource?
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm not really sure. I would say my boy Josh. I mean, that guy's got connections everywhere.
Well, I meant more like in terms of like former players. I mean, we talked a little bit before the show started about Peyton Manning.
Definitely Peyton Manning.
Do you talk to him weekly? Kind of, do you pick his brain?
Try not to too much, just because, you know, I'm pretty busy throughout the day. I know he's pretty busy throughout the day, but definitely he'll shoot me a text, shoot me a call, and, you know, just to have a guy like that supporting you. You know, he's been through this, been through the NFL, and had a great, successful life in football. Is awesome to know. Like, if I have a question, if I want to know what he thinks in certain situations, that I can call is truly helpful.
What kind of advice has he given you?
You know, just be yourself out there. In games like yesterday, you know, it could be a lot, especially game day and playing a good team like that. You know, it could be a lot, but, you know, just stay true to yourself. Live to the next play, and trust in your guys, and just lead your team, because everybody looks at me. If I'm walking out with my head down on a bad play or a bad drive, you know, that energy feeds off to everybody. So just go out there and be a great leader and keep my head up and encourage the team.
More Beyond the Orange right after this.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
To pay for stuff, spending. I do not know. Babe, candy. Spend me. Use me to buy stuff.
It's never too early to learn more about personal finance. At Hearthside Bank, we work closely with our community to help meet your goals and achieve your financial dreams. Hearthside Bank, always within reach. Member FDIC.
Do y'all remember how much fun we had finishing on the field inside Neyland Stadium for the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon? I've got some friends with some really good news for you.
Join us inside Neyland Stadium on October the 18th for the Finish on the Field 5K, presented by the Garza Law Firm.
What a great way to start the third Saturday in October.
It's the Finish on the Field 5K, presented by the Garza Law Firm. Visit finishonthefieldvk.com for more details.
This is a race where everybody wins.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I. Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday is almost here. Are you game day ready? This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
This week's Food City Flashback takes us back to another quarterback who wore number 6, Jimmy Streeter. 80 yards against Cal. What a fantastic player he was, both with his arm and right here with his legs. That's this week's Food City Flashback. When you found out you weren't going to wear number 4, why 6?
6 is when I started my quarterback journey. I was a running back, linebacker, DN. Always able to throw the ball. I played baseball, so I was always able to throw the ball. But I never really wanted to play quarterback. So I played running back, linebacker, DN, all the way up until like 8th grade. My dad owned a youth football league. My uncle was a coach. Didn't have a quarterback. My dad told him to put me at quarterback. Played quarterback. I was still a backup, though. And then going into high school freshman year, I wore number 6. So when they told me I couldn't wear 4 and 6 was available, I had to grab that number.
Did it bring back flashbacks to high school?
It definitely does. Definitely does. Freshman, sophomore year, wore number 6. Had to switch to 16 junior, senior year. But just to start my career at number 6 and then end my career at number 6 is pretty awesome.
You're a North Cal guy.
Sure.
What about that area, that culture still resonates with you?
A lot of it, you know what I mean? Definitely adapted to my area, App State, and here in Tennessee. But, you know, born and raised in NorCal from the Bay Area, so always have that in my blood. Super excited to represent and just have that as a background.
You hoping to make more big splash plays the rest of the way?
Yes, sir, of course.
What's the key?
Trust. Going out there just knowing, like I said earlier, those guys are going to come down with the ball. You know, we can't be scared. You know, they're gonna run, they're gonna get open. And it's my job to just dish the ball out and let the playmakers make plays.
What's your favorite throw? Like, is it this the deep ball, or is there another throw you like to make?
Deep balls are always fun. You know what I mean? Just throw a ball.
How about those home runs?
Hear the crowd go quiet, and then once they catch it, and just explodes. It's awesome. But I mean, I would probably just definitely say the deep ball is the favorite thing to do.
All right. Well, he'll be trying to connect on more deep balls, more big splash plays. Maybe he'll just be the splash brother here at Tennessee. Joey, thanks for coming out. We appreciate you going beyond the orange.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.